Alright, so I said I was going to respond to this comment, and I'm so sorry for being late. But after I read this comment, it kind of reminded me of a conversation that I used to always have when I used to make Spider-Man content. And that conversation is basically me being concerned about the perception of Miles Morales, more specifically from his fans. Because one thing I've noticed is that the Black community tends to erase his Hispanic side, and the Hispanic community tends to erase his Black side. And this all comes down to one thing and one thing only, and that's colorism. Now, there's a creator, her name is Karen, and more specifically, she talks all the time about colorism within the Hispanic community. I highly suggest you go follow her and watch her content. She's very informative. But everything she talks about when it comes to colorism within the Hispanic community, you could take that information and directly apply it to the Hispanic community that are fans of Miles Morales. And don't get me wrong, I think it's a beautiful thing that he's an Afro-Latino. But at the same time, it's very disappointing because you would think that since he represents two different cultures, the people of those two cultures would unite. But the reality of it is that it's damn near separated, to be honest with you. And this is one of the main reasons why I love Miles Morales' story. It's because the writers take that narrative of people forgetting either his Black or Hispanic side and directly implement it in his story. And I'm gonna move out the way so you could read this specific panel. Now, I noticed the divide between Black and Hispanic fans of Miles Morales when the conversation of a live-action Miles Morales started to spark up. Because on one hand, you have the Black community say that they don't care if the actor is Hispanic or not as long as he's Black, which is like not good at all. But then on the other hand, you have the Hispanic community say that he needs to be Puerto Rican, completely forgetting the fact that he needs to be an Afro-Puerto Rican. He needs to be both Black and Puerto Rican. And I think one of the main reasons why either side of the conversation tends to erase, one or the other of the culture that Miles Morales represents is because they take too much pride when it comes to representation. And what I mean by that is that both the Hispanic and Black community have so much pride when it comes to seeing themselves in the character of Miles Morales that their pride tends to become nationalistic in a way. But more specifically, they tend to become nationalistic based off of the culture that they represent the most. And I hate to repeat myself, but, for example, the Hispanic community will focus on his Puerto Rican side and the Black community will focus on his Black side. Now, do not get me wrong, being proud of who you are and being proud of your ethnicity and your nationality is a beautiful thing. Like me personally, I'm Haitian and I love being Haitian. I love being a Haitian American and I love seeing Haitian representation in movies and television shows. And more recently, we saw that representation in Black Panther Wakanda Forever. And I even made a video saying that in my headcanon, I believe that Miles Morales is half Puerto Rican, half Haitian, because in the comic books, his Black side ethnicity is not confirmed yet. But anyways, being too prideful and being too nationalistic or too patriotic of what you represent can be a bad thing, especially when it comes to talking about the nuances and layers when it comes to the intersectionality of these different cultures and these ethnicities. And yeah, this is exactly why I said after reading this comment, it kind of like sparked that memory of the conversation that I have, because this comment right here just further proves my point. And this is definitely something that needs to continue to be talked about because it takes a lot of mental and emotional maturity to understand and process and digest the nuances and layers of the characters that we consume in media. As per usual, y'all stay woke, have a great day. I'll see you later.